Imagine you've spent the night saving the city. Your suit is torn, your gadgets are out of juice, and worse, you are running on empty. How do you, or anyone for that matter, go about getting exactly what you need? You might require a highly specific chemical for your gear, some heavy-duty thread to patch your suit, and a really big sandwich to fix your hunger. You don't have to farm the wheat for the bread or synthesize the chemicals yourself. Instead, you turn to a system humanity built a long time ago to solve this exact problem: a market. Whether you wear a cape or a business suit, getting through the day means plugging into this massive, ongoing system of people trading with each other. When you hear the word market, you probably picture something you can walk right into: a busy street corner, a grocery store, or a farmer's stand. At its most basic level, a market needs two groups to work. First, you have buyers. These are people walking around with money in their pockets, looking for a specific item to solve a problem. Then you have sellers. These are the people holding on to those items or offering a service, and they are willing to hand them over in exchange for your money. This historical photo shows a classic local market. You can see the storefronts, the clearly posted prices for a slice of pizza, and people standing face-to-face making a trade. When buyers and sellers meet up in a specific geographic spot like this, it forms a local market. Handing a few coins to a street vendor is the entry point to a much deeper system of trade that extends far beyond the sidewalk. Let's say you need something highly specialized. The corner deli can sell you a sandwich, but they probably don't stock industrial-grade synthetic polymers for your gadgets. For those items, you have to look further. The beauty of modern trade is that a market functions perfectly well without a storefront, a physical street, or even a face-to-face conversation. Take a look at this photo showing enormous tanker ships loading up at a docking station. This is the global market in action. Buyers in one country use digital networks to instantly purchase raw materials from producers located thousands of miles away. A market lives in the connection between a buyer and a seller, regardless of the physical distance between them. There is a catch to participating in all this trade. To get that new gear or that sandwich, you need money. And to get an income, you have to enter a different kind of market. This historical photo shows a chalkboard outside a drugstore, specifically asking for carpenters and welders. This is the labor market. Here, human skills, time, and physical effort are the actual products sitting on the shelf. Notice how the traditional roles flip here. In a grocery store, you are the buyer. But when you apply for a job, you become the seller. You are offering your time and expertise, and the business is the buyer, paying you a wage for your services. We spend our lives cycling through these roles. We sell our labor to earn an income, and then turn around and use that income to buy the things we need. With all these buyers and sellers constantly trading sandwiches, chemicals, and labor, who actually decides what any of it costs? There is no central boss assigning the price tags. Look at this diagram. Prices settle during a constant tug-of-war between buyer demand and product supply. High demand forces the price upward, but if producers flood the market, oversupply outweighs buyers, and the price drops right back down. This constant fluctuation is a communication tool. Prices act as signals. They tell producers exactly what is popular, what is scarce, and what they need to make more of. Every single time you agree to pay for something, you are sending a tiny signal. You are casting a direct vote that tells the market to keep producing that exact item. Since materials and time are limited, every society has to decide exactly what to build and what to skip. This act of distributing our resources shapes the world around us. We don't have a giant committee or a single mayor deciding how many pizzas or gadgets to make each day. Look at this map. Instead of a central planner, millions of individual price signals flashing across the map make the decisions automatically. This automatic coordination, where thousands of independent trades align without a boss in charge, is often described as an invisible hand guiding the market's flow. Guided purely by those price signals, businesses automatically shift their materials and their workers toward the exact items people are voting for with their wallets. Without anyone forcing them to do it, the market organizes human effort. It ensures that society builds what it needs, simply by letting people trade freely. So our hero's problem is solved. By offering a skill in the labor market, earning an income, and then using that money in both local shops and global supply chains, they successfully gathered the food, thread, and chemicals they needed. It is easy to take for granted, But every mundane item sitting in your room right now is the final result of thousands of unseen market connections working perfectly in the background. You don't have to be an expert in economics to be part of it. Simply by living your daily life, buying your lunch, and doing your job, you are an active participant, pulling on the giant invisible web of the global economy.